morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, which is ASEAN. So ASEAN means Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Now, the region which is known as ASEAN, we are going to discuss it on a map first of all. So, right. So this is ASEAN members, right? India is not a member, even China is not. So this entire region comprises of ASEAN. Myanmar, Laopedia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Brunei and Philippines. It is total 10 countries, right? The next that comes here is the recent updates on ASEAN, which is very important. We are going to see what are the things going on recently in the news about ASEAN, which is very important, right? So ongoing review on ASEAN. So we have been discussing about India's free trade agreement with ASEAN, and ongoing the review is going on that. The next comes is the Myanmar crisis. So Myanmar crisis is seen as a problem in when it comes to ASEAN, because Myanmar, we see that civil war is going on there. So due to the disputes, it is seen as an obstacle when it comes to ASEAN. Coming to the next is the South China Sea. So what happens here is that this region, this is South China Sea, right? And China is showing, it is telling that this belongs to this region, this water area belongs to China. Whereas other countries, Philippines, Vietnam, they say no, it belongs to us. So this is one issue that we'll be seeing. The next is ASEAN Summit in Malaysia. Okay, so recently we had a summit in Malaysia, which was which is related to ASEAN, and the next also we will see in October 2025. Right. Now, what will be there in the next summit? So the region that is the Timor-Leste. So it's here. It is known as East Timor. Okay, easy to pronunciate, East Timor. So this region, this was not earlier the part of ASEAN, but it is now going to become the 11th member of ASEAN. Okay. So the next summit, which we are going to have on October 2025, will be the 47th one. Till now we had 46 summits, and the location is going to be Kuala Lumpur, which is not that important, but in case we must know about it. The next, right, very important. Why are we discussing about ASEAN? Why is it important for India? So this region is not seen as a power in the country, but it is tend to become a regional power, right? So first of all, for India, the entire region is very important because of its strategic location. The region entire is covered with the water. It is going to give us the maritime security, which is again very important for India. The next, regional integration. So if I talk about the regional integration, we have not seen till now such an integration in the world. So this integration is with the South East Asian countries. Okay, very important. So they are trying to become a regional power, and if India is going to support them as a strategic partner, then they might tend to become a strong power, okay, in the world. The next is India ASEAN. So a strong potential to counterbalance China in Indo-Pacific region, which is very important. So China is increasing its economic power, its economic share in the world. This we all know, right? So India needs to counter it. So with when India is going to when India is going to contribute, or it is going to collaborate with the ASEAN countries, it will be very helpful to counterbalance the China region, right? All right. So this is very important. Coming to the next, introduction. Now we are going to begin with the entire topic, right? ASEAN has played a very vital role in promoting regional integration. We already discussed about it through the ASEAN Free Trade Area. Okay, I think it's agreement, it's not area. Okay, through the ASEAN Free Trade Agreement and the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Let us see about both of these. Okay, this is the map, and these blue are the ASEAN countries which are the members of ASEAN, right? The others which are in the navy blue color, they are the non-ASEAN countries, but they are the part of RCEP, that is the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. So there are total 15 countries under this. All right. Now, let us talk about first about the FTA, right? I think the arrow is not right here. Then FTA is the world's largest free trade agreement. Very important point. If we talk about US and other, there are other negotiations made, but this has been the largest trading partner in terms of trade if we talk. The next is, it includes 15 countries. We have already discussed 10 are the Asian countries and 5 countries are the non-Asian, which include Australia, China, Japan, South Korea and New Zealand. We'll discuss about it also. Now, what is it going to help, like why are we talking about it? So it is going to reduce the tariff. It helps in reduction of tariff, and it offers us wide range of goods and address the non-tariff barriers on trade. Okay. It asks the countries to not create tariff barriers when it comes to trade. Coming to the RCEP, so it is a trade bloc agreement among the members of ASEAN. Okay, very important agreement. It is to reduce the trade barriers. Again, it's almost similar, but the thing is that India is not part of RCEP. Okay, we have been doing free trade agreement, and RCEP comprises of the 15 countries and promotes a free trade agreement. Okay, very important. Why has India opted to come out of RCEP? So we are not the part of RCEP, and due to a combination of economic, domestic and geopolitical concerns. Let's look at them. Okay, first is trade deficit concerns. All right, India, when it comes to trade, has seen trade deficits with most of the countries. So we are deficit in trade, right? That is one reason. So we said to the countries that we will not be the part of it. If in near future, if we saw the trade deficit, more trade deficit, we will not be able to tackle that. Or maybe we'll look for that in the future, not now. Coming to the next, protecting domestic industries, which is very important. We have seen that in RCEP, the 5 extra nations that we have seen, they are the very strong in trade. Okay, so we'll see New Zealand and Australia in agriculture as well as in dairy. They are very strong. Okay, so this might be an obstacle for India, because in India, the people are not going to, or in other nations, the people are not going to take the goods from India. They will offer more of New Zealand and Australia. Next is geopolitical and strategic considerations. That is India's difficult relationship with China. We have just discussed how China is increasing its power and India is taking steps as to negotiate with ASEAN. The next is influx of cheaper goods from China. So one reason why we want to counterbalance China is that China offers cheap products. Okay, again, this is going to be the issue for the consumers. They'll obviously opt for the cheaper goods rather than the goods produced in our country. Okay, this map is just for an idea. We'll just look at the objectives of RCEP. So it is to strengthen the regional value chain. Okay, use friendly, easily to, okay, these are just to, just for an idea. Okay, not that important. Coming to the next. Okay, what's India's position here in ASEAN? So India is not a member of ASEAN. Okay, so this is very basic logic that we are a part of South Asian countries and not of Southeast. Very basic. Okay. However, it has a strong and growing relationships, holding the position of a strategic partner. India is a very important strategic partner. India's economy is growing, India itself is growing, and it wants to become a regional power. So therefore, we have collaborated with ASEAN. So since 2012, we have been looking towards ASEAN. Okay. This partnership is a key pillar of India's Act East policy, and security and growth for all in region, that is SAARC initiative. These are very important too. India's Act East policy is that we are going to negotiate with the eastern sides of the nation, that is the Southeast Asian countries. Since 2012, this has been our aim, right? India's engagement with ASEAN began in 1992 as a sectoral dialogue partner. Okay, so there is one question for who all are sitting here. What do you mean by a sectoral dialogue partner? Anyone who has understood the term can explain. Anybody? Sectoral dialogue partner. What do you mean?
There are different sectors like economic sector and political, all these type of sectors. If the two countries dialogue or negotiate with their own diplomatic skills for their benefit in their economic terms, I think that is in the partner wise.
Right, so you have covered most of the important the points. So it is that sectoral dialogue partner means that when you discuss with the countries in sectors, but you are not fully engaged with that country. Okay, you are just discussing on the sectors. However, India has progressed from a sectoral dialogue partner to a full dialogue partner. Okay, now with ASEAN, we are fully contributing, we are fully collaborating. This has been a shift. Okay, from 1996. Okay, then we have been dwelling into the summits. Okay, so this has been the engagement after 2002. Fine. Okay, important points. Let us look into that. Trade and investment. India and ASEAN have signed a free trade agreement. We have discussed, significantly boosting trade and investment. ASEAN is India's fourth largest trading partner. Okay, ASEAN itself is a very huge trading partner with total trade reaching to $110.4 billion on 2021-22. In terms of trade and investment, ASEAN is very good in that. Okay, connectivity. This is a very important map over here. Let us look into that. In terms of connectivity, India has developed the Kaladan project, as well as we have made a highway in the Myanmar region. So what regions does it connect? The West Bengal with the this region in the Myanmar, as well as we have developed a highway also. Let us look here. India is working on enhancing connectivity with ASEAN countries through various projects like the India-Myanmar-Thailand trilateral highway. The highway we looked over here is a trilateral. It includes 3 countries, Myanmar, Thailand and India. Next is the Kaladan multimodal transport project. This project, why have we made? So that we must have a good trade relations with the Myanmar, right? Okay. These initiatives aim to boost the economic development in India's northeastern states. We have been looking into the issues that some northeastern or most of the northeastern states, they say that we have been excluded from India, or there are some disputes going on. To reduce that effect, we have started with these initiatives. Okay, fine. Coming to the next is the security cooperation. We have seen that ASEAN is in the oceanic region, right? It includes a very important Maritime security. Okay, in which part? Indo-Pacific region. Okay, so we'll have a freedom of navigation if we are going to collaborate with them. Simple. Okay, joint military exercises and defense dialogues have been there. India has been doing it with the ASEAN, and that is known as ASEAN-India Maritime Exercise as well as ASEAN Defense Ministers Meeting, that is plus. Okay, so these were a few initiatives that India has been doing with the ASEAN. Coming to the next is the socio-cultural cooperation. ASEAN itself is a region which which similars with India's culture. So ASEAN-India socio-cultural cooperation include human resource development. How? Human resource development. We have been training various students of the ASEAN, and the name of that program is ASEAN-India Student Exchange Program. So this is one of the very important human resource development initiative by India. Similarly, people-to-people contacts, we have seen. All right. Cultural exchanges, education, health. How come education? So we have various Delhi dialogues we have seen. We have seen one with the student interaction. Okay. Biodiversity, climate change, disaster management. These are some of the issues which India has been helping out with the ASEAN. All right. One is the ASEAN India Young Farmers Exchange Program, and there are many more. Coming to the next is the challenges. So most of the challenges I think when I was discussing, we have got there, but let us look into that. Differing political systems and national interest. The diverse political landscapes of the member states ranging from democracies to authoritarian regimes. So it is not that the entire ASEAN is a democratic country. There are all the countries differ in their political interests. They might not cooperate with the other countries at the same time. Diverging national priorities can make it difficult to forge unified positions on crucial region issues such as the human rights or the Myanmar crisis. We have discussed about this. Myanmar region is very important to India. And when it has already become the part of ASEAN, it is creating a barrier for India to communicate with ASEAN more effectively. Coming to the next is the territorial disputes, the South China Sea disputes. All right. The next is, one challenge is India's exit from RCEPD. So India, due to its exit, has not been able to, means it is creating a challenge because we have not been able to deal with the ASEAN that much effectively, but we had no other option at that time, so we had to exit. Okay. The next is increased trade deficits. We already discussed about it, that India is facing trade deficits with most of the nations, right? But we are trying to increase this. Okay, we are trying to improve this. Dominance of the China. So China is we must not think that China will not affect the India or its relationship, but it does actually. Okay. So it is one of the largest trading partners of ASEAN. So we are trying to counterbalance. We are trying to basically reduce the effect of China and make ourselves more powerful. Okay. Limited physical connectivity between India and ASEAN. We have seen that we have developed only 2 to 3 projects till now. So it might not be that very effective that it is directly going to increase the trade and other things with ASEAN. Therefore, it is creating a barrier. Fine. Low foreign direct investment of ASEAN, of India in ASEAN countries. Okay, there is less FDIs when it comes to ASEAN. The next point is lack of time-bound implementation of projects. So since the last few classes, we have been discussing that India delays when it comes to the implementation of programs. So these are the challenges for India. Coming to the next. All right. At last, the way forward for India-ASEAN relations involve, like, how can we improve ASEAN's relation with us? So it is deepening the cooperation in various sectors. We have been doing this. human to human interactions, cultural exchange, trade, but other things we need more, right? Like, yeah, trade, maritime security, digital connectivity, people to people exchange. The focus should be on implementing existing agreements. We have not been able to implement it in a better way, right? We must have done it a better way. So existing agreements, we should try to implement it rather discussing on it more and more, identifying new areas for collaboration, addressing challenges relating to trade imbalances. I think when we will try to look more on our trade, I think the relationships with ASEAN is, it will increase. Then geopolitical shifts is one reason. The ultimate goal is to foster a strong, mutually beneficial partnership that contributes to regional stability and prosperity. So this was the concluding sentence, that at the end we must look that we can contribute in a better way. The ASEAN itself is a very important region for India, and I think India will surely do great initiatives to collaborate with it effectively. So with this, I end up here. Thank you. Yes, sir.